Okay, this is really cool. We've got Girl Next Door. It's our garden seat kneeler with the removable tool belt. So we'll show you how this works, but you know and love Girl Next Door as being founded, created by our very loved Carolyn Gracie. And whether you are making your way out to the garden to weed, to mulch, to plant, right, to pick the vegetables that you've worked so hard, that's a few months down the road, but you need a place where you could do it comfortably. So this is really cool. Let me take you through the colors, and then we'll talk about this design. So we have it in this beautiful aqua. It's kind of this great, you know, robin's egg blue shade in aqua. We also have a red, and the red I'd say is almost more like a clay red. It's kind of that muted, dusty red than it is like, you know, a patriotic red. So that's your red, and then sunshine yellow is your next step. So your garden tool bag will be a oversized gingham print, and then your kneeler, which is your seat and your kneeler all in one, both sides, this really rich padding. And what's really cool is once it's assembled, very, very minimal assembly, but here, I'm gonna take the belt off. So you can wear it like a little side belt that around your waist, and then you have all your tools with you. Or if you like to have it more kind of on the side of your kneeler, you can do that too. So like this, you have your stool, you flip it over really easy with those handles, and then there's your kneeler all in one. So if you're planting, you're weeding, you're mulching, maybe you're headed out to the garden, and instead of like squatting or sitting on the ground or leaning over, you sit on it like the bench. So you've got two great ways to use it. And the nice thing is it's nice and sturdy. You know, I always remember my mom used to have those foam mats. Do you remember those where it's just the foam? And, you know, to kneel on, and you take it out to the garden, but if you're putting it in grass, by the time you put your knees down on it, like you can feel the bend. It's not really giving you any support, and it just really isn't giving you that kind of structure underneath, so it's not as comfortable. Because this is built on a little bit more of a sturdy body, when you kneel into this, you truly have a place in reprieve for your knees or your bottom to sit down. And then as you can see, it folds up really easy and you take it away. So here, this one's that sunshine yellow. We also have it in our red, and then we have the aqua. But who is our girl next door? Miss Carolyn Gracie hanging with us.
You?
It's so
Hi,
good
everybody.
to see you, my friend. Okay, can I just say, this is genius. I was just comparing this to those little mats that like my mom used to have that really did no good.
You know,
and you sure couldn't sit on it.
Right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to bring in something like, something like this because
Here,
I have really bad knees. And, well, somebody made this one really small, which I am not. Here we go. This is an adjustable waistband. So I wanted to bring in something because I have really bad knees.
So instead of having to bend down.
And so instead of having to have somebody hoist me back up off the ground, which there's usually nobody else there, this is really easy. So I always like to say, you know, I'm in my 60s, but my knees feel like they're in their 80s. And it's really hard for me to kneel on rocks or mulch or grass even sometimes. So this is super padded, like my knees are not crackling, hurting at all on this. And these handles are up high enough that I can easily push myself back up, which if I didn't have this, I'd be like on the ground trying to do like a tripod move to get back up.
Right.
The other thing that's cool about this is you just flip it over and it's a seat. So you have a seat now in the garden if you're planting from this angle, or you just need a place to sit down and have a glass of water or make a phone call or whatever. And then this little onboard belt can either stay right here on the handle or you can wear it. So if you're walking around, you're not going to be maybe sitting in one position the whole time. You can carry your phone, your tools, you know, your little seed bags, whatever you need.
And you made it too, it folds up and stores really nicely too.
So when you're not using it, you can see here, I'll show you a close-up. This little handle right here is spring activated, and then there's two little notches right here on the side. So you're just going to pop the notch into the backward position and just fold the legs down like this.
It's like a mini little folding table for you.
Exactly.
It could be a folding table for your Barbie dolls.
And so then you can store it like this, or you know, carry it from place to place.
Right.
Also, there's no assembly, so it comes right out of the box like this, folded, and you just pop it open.
See, that was my next question.
And then when you're opening, when you're opening, you can hear it click into place. So now the legs are not going to move unless you use that little spring handle
See,
again.
and this is why it's so much better than just that kneeling mat, because
Yeah.
the kneeling mat doesn't have a handle to help you up.
Right.
Right now you're having to get in some position to try to get up off the
Well,
ground.
I mean, it does protect your knees when you're down there,
that's
but my 50% of the problem for me is getting back up
Right.
once I'm sitting down or
Yeah.
kneeling down, because I just don't have the strength in my knees anymore to do that. And, you know, usually when I'm gardening, I don't have anybody out there with me. And I'm, you know, without this, I'm looking around for something to hold on to, grab onto a tree limb or something to
Right.
pull myself back up, right?
What if there isn't one there?
Exactly.
We're going to show you the tool bag too in just a second. It's really cool. $42.98 gets it home, whether it's the aqua that's in front of Carolyn. We also have this great red color. And then that sunshine yellow. So you've got 3 colors to choose from. A great gift too for anybody you know that loves being in the garden. I like that you've done the tool belt. You could wear it wayside or just have it almost like a little sidecar on your stool.
Yeah, you just, there's a little pocket that you just pop right over the handle of the stool if you don't want to wear it. But I think mine is the only one that comes with a removable tool belt.
That's
So
smart.
you can wear it if you want to and go from place to place. And it does match my garden caddy, which a lot of you have picked up as well, which is on a really reduced clearance price right now on .com.
Well, don't show up ugly to the garden.
No, for
Gotta show up
Pete's
pretty.
sake.
And pretty tools. It also just makes it fun for all your garden accessories. Okay, so you've got that yellow, your kneeler and your seat in one. You have your choice of the red, and you also have the aqua. It's such a handy tool. $42.98 gets it home, comes already assembled, and then you can fold it up and store it really, really, really easy. She's always our fabulous girl next door. When
Thank
are
you,
you
Allie.
back?
So
Miss
I'm back at
Carolyn?
about 3:30 with Pat,
Okay,
and then I'm
awesome.
on in the 6 o'clock hour tonight as well, and then I'm back tomorrow night, and then I'm on with Sandra on Thursday.
You're always so busy
I'm
this
just here
time
and there.
of year.
Well, I'm happy to be busy.
It kind of is your season, though.
It is. It's
So,
my thing.
Yeah.
It's my jam.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allie.